So Bitcoin. I'm sure you guys are all almost tired of all the Bitcoin news these days, but the book I read this week is Cryptoassets, the innovative investor's guide to Bitcoin and beyond. Because with all the Bitcoin noise going on, with the Bitcoin price just skyrocketing, I thought it would be a good book to understand this asset class, to learn even more about it, and to understand how to invest in it. And this book is really valuable. These guys go into all the different altcoins. They go into how do you do your research about coins, how do you look at the team and all those things. You're seeing a lot of people investing these days and they don't understand the asset class. They talk about the corrections, how Bitcoin and all the cryptocurrencies have corrected 30-50% a lot of times before, and it's very likely it'll happen again. And the different strategies that you can use, how you can protect yourself against that, how you need to play the mental game and prepare for these things. But the most interesting thing from this book was the story about Tulip Mania. I mean, a lot of people have made the comparison between Tulip Mania and Bitcoin, and these guys make the point that it really isn't comparable. So the next time somebody makes the comparison with Tulip Mania, remember this story. So with Tulip Mania, what happened is that the tulips developed a very unique coloration where they had little streaks in it that looked like fire almost. And people found this very valuable. But the reason for these streaks was a virus that was attacking the tulips. So when the tulip eventually developed these streaks, after a short period, it died. And people started trading these tulips because the streaks made them valuable and lots of people didn't know that they were dying. So they were trading these tulips, but they were like hot potatoes. You had to trade it very quickly before it actually died. And after that, when the tulips all died and they were in bulb form, people started trading futures. So you could buy a future contract from a bulb for a tulip that you didn't know if it had this variation or not. You didn't even know if it's going to die or not. So everyone was trading these things. They were hot like potatoes, trading around, but there was no real value in it. And this thing was going to die. You almost had a certainty that it was going to die eventually. So people just traded these things around very quickly between each other. And eventually they even start trading them with letters of credit. So there wasn't actual cash trading hands. All you had to do is to make sure that anything you bought, you sold for more to the next guy, and you did it as quickly as possible. Now, this isn't Bitcoin at all. At the moment, most people investing in Bitcoin are buying it and holding it. They're not just shoving it around, just trying to make a quick profit. All of the old investors as well, the guys that have been hodling for ages, they're holding their Bitcoin as well. And there's a limited supply. This asset is also backed by something that has real value. The Bitcoin blockchain is very solid. They've got the best development team. They're building it very slowly. It's been built extremely well. And with things like the Lightning Network coming out, there is real value in this asset. So please, the next time you hear someone comparing this to Tulip Mania, think about it twice. See the value in it. This market is definitely running on sentiment. We're due for a correction, but just remember that there is still real value in this project. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you again next week with my next book summary.